What is a mutual fund? Well, a mutual fund is Hey everyone, it's Alvin Parra here with Strategic Choices Wealth Advisors. I get a common question from a lot of clients, and they want to know, should I invest in mutual funds? And really the side note to that is, what is a mutual fund is what they're really asking. So if you're confused about a mutual fund, you've been in a mutual fund for the last 20, 30 years or so, and you still don't really understand what it is, stay tuned and I'll take away that mystery. What is a mutual fund? Well, a mutual fund is an investment company that basically bundles different types of investments. Some of are exclusive to that company. You've heard of big companies like Transamerica Mutual Funds, you have Fidelity, American Funds, Oppenheimer. There's just a lot of mutual fund companies out there. In fact, I think there's about 10,000. And they just exploded since the 1970s with the introductions of the 401k plan in the private sector companies. However, I gotta tell you, the more I learned about mutual fund companies, I haven't been too excited about them. And I'll give you this context. So let's say your goal is to enjoy yourself and you want to go to a bar and get a nice drink. You can go to the bartender and ask for a mixed drink, his special mixed drink that he's making. He makes you a mixed drink and he puts all these little ingredients together and he gets you this drink. You pay $10 for it because he took some time to make this special drink for you.
Here's a $12 cocktail I made with the cheapest booze we have. Enjoy.
So you can say, wow, this is great. It looks fantastic. It's got a pineapple on it, a little umbrella, looks fantastic. You drink it, after you're done, you don't feel anything because you really don't know what's in that mixed drink, right?
I don't need to shake it this much, but it looks cool.
Versus, you can go to the bartender and say, hey, give me a shot of tequila. Now you're gonna actually, you know what you're getting, right? And you're paying a fee for that.
Tequila shots. Would you like terrible, not so terrible, or impress people with your money?
That mixed drink is a mutual fund. You really don't know what you're getting. You're getting an exciting name. You're getting the European Growth Fund. You're getting the Technology Advancement Fund, but you really don't know what's inside of it. Just like that mixed drink.
This is basically just Sprite and fruit juice, but you're too drunk to realize it.
So when someone spends a lot of time mixing things up and coming up with a fund, a basket of stocks and bonds, and they slap on a fancy name, it gives them the right to charge a high fee. That's why most mutual fund companies can charge on that asset, that mixed drink, that asset fee. They charge about anywhere from 0.7% to about 1.5%. Just on the drink, just on the investment. They charge fees on top of that for the broker fee, for the legal fees, for the statement fees, for the custodian fees. And most mutual fund companies have known to charge up to 15 different fees that add up to maybe 3%. So that means for every $100 you're putting in, they're taking out $3. That's crazy, right? So I mentioned mutual fund companies that are popular out there. Like one of them that you're probably in right now or you've heard of, they've got lots of commercials. Fidelity. I used to work with Fidelity about 10 years ago and I stopped working with them. Lately, they've been in the news. They were in the news about 3 years ago and they just hit the news again last year. What they were in the news for was not all that good. They actually got sued for excessive fees. And guess who sued them? Their own employees. Fidelity employees sued successfully the Fidelity company for excessive fees. What I tell folks is, if Fidelity, the company, is willing to charge excessive fees to its own employees, what do you think they're willing to charge to the public? Think they're going to charge them less or about the same or more? I just don't think mutual fund companies have the best interest of you. So you have the power to start shopping around and finding the best cost investments for you. Fidelity, again, was sued twice by its own employees. Google it. Just type in Fidelity 401k lawsuit by employees and you'll see for yourself. Versus, you can go to just a regular index fund or an ETF, exchange traded funds, which is similar to an index fund. An index fund costs 1/10 the price. It's about 0.2% versus a 1.5%, 0.1%. So you can find very inexpensive index funds and ETFs that are a fraction of a mutual fund. And they're just as powerful, in some cases more powerful than a mutual fund, because you know what you're getting. Just like that tequila shot, you know what you're getting. An index fund, let's say the S&P 500 index. So when you're watching the news and it says S&P 500, Dow Jones, that is an index. It's a group of companies that are well known and established that actually have the investments in there. So if you get a Dow Jones index, you know what you're getting. You get a NASDAQ index, which is mainly a technology company, you have an idea what you're getting. But when you're in a mutual fund, you really don't know what you're getting. They can mix it up a little bit. So hopefully that makes a little more sense. So now ETFs, exchange traded funds, you can work a lot of companies like TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, and other companies. I love TD Ameritrade because it's an open architecture. They have Vanguard funds, they've got Fidelity funds, they've got American funds, and they've got ETF and index funds. So it's open, it's like an open buffet. So that's why I'm a big fan of them. Now, I'm a big fan of index funds because again, they're low cost. You know what you're getting. You can track it somewhere. You're definitely going to see over time better performance than your typical traded active mutual fund. Hopefully this has been helpful so you understand a little bit about what a mutual fund is. Think of it as like a mixed drink, and that little umbrella and that little pineapple on it, and you just don't know what that bartender put in it, and it could be really watered down and very expensive. Or you can get that ETF index fund. You know what you're getting, packs a punch, and you'll be happy in the long run. Take care and bye-bye.